Prediction of today, September 16. Yeah, the US markets are set to open lower, especially when you look at the future being in the red. The Dow Jones being down 42 points, S&P 9 points, and the Nasdaq 0.28%. So commodities also a little bit down, but not significantly. But I guess it's because we are waiting, the market is kind of waiting on these two major economic indicators: US retail sales month over month, and then the initial jobless claims. These will give us an indication of what the inflation is kind of looking like based on the CPI index data we received a couple of days ago, because we all know the Fed is going to taper. We all know the Fed is going to do something about inflation, but they are really looking at what the economy will look like, the state of the economy, especially with the jobless claim, the job market. If the job market is not improving, then they're not going to really taper anytime soon, even though we are at the point where they need to do something. So depending on how these data will be in reality, I think this is going to push the direction on what exactly is to be expected from the Fed, and I think most of the market participants is going to redirect their positioning into the market. But the thing is, you can see we are expecting a little bit of deceleration from the retail sales, because with all the stimulus money, with all the money poured into the markets, into the economy, in the pockets of retailers, in the pockets of individuals, they already spend most of this money into goods and now are redirecting this money into services. So this is why we are expecting a deceleration. Now on the US jobless claims, I think this again will really impact what the Fed is going to take as action in the near future. But we all know that we can expect a deceleration into the bond purchasing, so tapering the economy into fighting inflation by the end of this year. The most question is, when is it going to happen? So that's why we see here the Nasdaq is actually more down than the rest. When you look at the rates, you can see that the 10-year it's actually ticking up a little bit, 0.77%. So it makes sense for the Nasdaq, which is mostly tech companies, to be mostly impacted here. Now on the pre-market movers, when it comes to stocks you may be interested into trading today, you can see that we have Lee Therapeutics up 35% on a decent huge volume so far. And then you have these other stocks, Canberra Energy, one of the Wall Street bets or Redditors target so far because of a short Swiss candidate, up 3.66%. And then you have OfferPad Solutions up 33% so far on the day, on a 2.36 million in the volume. So we can expect these three at the top to really be moving so far, because we have not three, this one, because of the volume, because of the percentage change, but also with therapeutics, within pharmaceutical stocks. Be really careful when you trade them, especially when you see these big upticks pre-market. Now, if you own some of these stocks, the pre-market top losers, man, this might be time to get out. Some of them are pharmaceutical again, but as always, it's not because we have a big red or big green in pre-market session that it means we're necessarily going to have a big green or big red trading sessions in the actual trading session following. So be really careful, especially with quadruple watching day happening tomorrow. Usually there's a lot of volatility 2-3 days prior to that Friday. So again, something to keep in mind whenever you want to trading, day trade or swing trade, or just reposition yourself in order to see exactly how the market is going to react on this indicator from the state of the economy. All right, folks, that's it for today, and I will see you at the closing bell around 3 p.m. Central today. Bye.